And welcome back, my weirdos. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2. We're gonna get right into freaking Chapter 1's trial. We're gonna have a good time. We're not gonna fuck it up. Should probably move my phone away from the microphone. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey! What the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
No way.
That story. That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed this knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. What happened to Gundam and Yukiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
I know! They probably ran away!
No way!
Ah, hell nah! There's no way I'd let them escape, you know! Look! I dragged this one back over here!
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you to let me go!
Hey!
Hey
Come
now,
on
if you
now.
keep acting violent, I might just eat you up!
Hey!
Hey, Yukiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? You? How can you say something so irresponsible? Oh, I said that you were supposed to be like, you motherfucker.
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Oh, that's enough. You too, Phoebe. Mass. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am
sinner?
right here.
Now then!
Remember
let
this
us
well.
begin.
The main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
Seems you noticed too. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's... Now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field! Please, wait a second!
What's this?
My Monami! Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you!
What?
Hmm? Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic
Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought!
Special breeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? A secret entrance? What the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous! Everyone, please get down! Okay. Something came out.
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it? No fucking shit, Pecco.
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even a crimson steel elephant Magazi is trembling with fear. highly suspicious.
Hey, 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 hey!
Forgive me, seriously. Just forgive me already.
Ah.
Wow, way to really think it's you, Soda. It's not, but... Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way, no way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. I forgot about her, really. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's just do our best to clear the game. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely at the escalator as the escalator carried me. and when each of us entered Monokuma Rock,
Huh?
this is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear. Put the inside of your cheeks between it, it's easier. There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator doors slowly opened.
welcome!
Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you...
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a shitty-looking place like this.
Don't fuck with
You
me!
fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like. I'm used to it now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows, even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Chogami. Not really. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. As we were panicking, we accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. The guy, him, got murdered. It was that one, right there. The person who did it, one of us. Can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But it's really true. I need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. Fucking go. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the king. The impressions. Try. Oh, that's just. And so, life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Absolutely. Do I have any? That would be a no, and I'm pretty sure I'm on me. Am I? I sure am. Review since this was last night. Okay.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Poor Monami up there in the corner, just tied up.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
Sorry, but I like my Monokuma better.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
Don't hate on Monami.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules? Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Among Us, he said it, folks. He said it.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
Reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my irritating rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after another without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within your statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Of all the truth bullets you find your investigation, only the roller will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to move the rifle, then fire with the triangular button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so be careful. So if you press options during these arguments, you can review the controls. And good luck and have fun. Vince, I think not. Knife, bloodstain, gaps in floorboard.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
There was only one.
Why was Byakuya's body
What did he say?
in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
I feel like it's this one.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Same though.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Well, fuck you too, bitch!
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
No!
What? You think he was killed under the table?
He was killed under the table! Where do you think he was killed? On top of the table? No, under it. No. Under the stairs? No, the table.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed.
Come on! Now you're just taking the piss!
Then, shortly thereafter, he found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Why do you guys just keep talking about under the table?
Obviously he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Reason Byakuya dove under the table. It's connected to what Byakuya was... The fuck? It's connected to... Oh! It's this thing.
Crap!
What?
Crap!
If it's connected...
Crap!
What the fuck?
Crap!
I honestly don't know what the fuck. I'm eventually gonna get it, but what the fuck?
I can prove it with this.
Okay.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams?
I don't know why I didn't get that.
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right? Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. Well, from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there are, there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be a false weak spot. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you can punctuate more than one, progress. Hey, it's only at half, so it's fine. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does not consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. It does. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can repeat the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. So tell me what to do! Probably night vision goggles.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, Mr. Hamhands
Mr. Ham.
must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Wow, someone's freaking arguing with me?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
That's stupid. No. A little bit. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. What the fuck is this narrator? Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. I think the only better narrator than this is the narrator from the original Tobey Maguire games on Spider-Man. That guy was hilarious. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claims, also weak spots against them. Please counter the other person's marks with a stick based on the shape of their marks. Vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews in your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. What? Just like a regular debate, please review any weak spots with a triangle. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Huh? Oh, a truth blade. Huh? Oh, what's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry, but it appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. What? In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? What? What the fuck did I just read? I don't even think I understand what to do.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it. If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles.
Hold on. What the fuck? I'm trying to like look through.
That's gotta be it.
Find a point that I can knife. I'm trying to figure out what sword I should even use.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were a plan if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Shit.
Damn it! If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Okay.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were a plan and if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Crap!
Because if they use then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were a plan if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Okay, so it's not that one.
Because if they use night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were a plan and if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words!
Okay, I guess that was it.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely?
Oh, okay.
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case. since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Wow.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it. Okay.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape?
Oh, look at your face!
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Here we
Not
go.
only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Yeah, you should know, Nagito. You were... excuse me. You were there the entire time.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Like, dude, all that I know, you know because you were around with me.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya It cuts it off, I didn't even hit it. Shit. Boom.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
BK, we already know.
The hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
Correct.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone? Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies. Doesn't matter.
Those are still lies!
So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He
Correct.
probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. A strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see.
As most
A
people
strong
would.
sense of responsibility
any-
as our leader is presented.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Yes! Who is it? It's a person over in that direction, right over there. Among us. He said it! Who's the one who killed you?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Go for it.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used the mark, and because of blah 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 blah. The glowing the party dishes.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
Correct!
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Oh, I'm starting to see a twist. I think I know what's gonna happen. Oh boy.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
Oh my god.
Not the killer. Oh, I guess she's not.
I feel like the music's weird.
How can you believe her so
Turn down.
easily?
Hold on. System. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping we could like turn down the volume of the music because I can mostly hear the music throughout more than the characters.
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
No. By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? No! After this display, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up till now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. Finally! That was my issue with the first game. When shooting agree spots with the truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When the truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Fresh options, blah, blah, blah. Oh, then good luck and have fun. Don't tell me what to do.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Since
I feel
Peko
like
was
it's
in the
Chiaki.
office,
Wrong person. Wrong button. Or actually,
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
I didn't even mean to hit that.
Crap. Since
Back to this.
Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Push the wrong button again.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
Pecco was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office, not even before the blackout.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
No, I think Pecco is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pecco.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pecco's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pecco was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pecco.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
God damn it, Nekomaru.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Probably a good idea.
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
Aw, y'all read.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
God.
Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this
He's got a
childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
Question is whether Pekka's stomach ache was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Pekko Poo Poo Yama! Proposed party dishes.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food, how suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that! Laxatives would ruin the taste! Crap!
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you?
No, that's wrong.
Okay. So I thought at first, but then that one showed up
It's
like,
impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
if not more.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
This bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
What a fucking bitch!
Trashy skank?
As long as the trashy skank prove that she's a skank. Show embarrassing pose. As long as a murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. But we need to make clear how that blackout occurred.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Nope.
Crap.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Shit.
Breaker, and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, did they throw a
Maybe they used a remote.
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply.
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Boom.
I agree with that.
Okay.
It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally. Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Stupid fool!
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable! If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to this, and that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall, if the irons, then the killer had to go and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall, if the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Allow me to cut through those words.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
I'm starting to get it. It's just like some of them are a little bit weird.
The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
Has anyone ever screamed that ever?
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m.
Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably?
Indubitably.
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. It's very much appreciated. How you doing? Hooray.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
He technically has.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet! I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Oh, Nagito, you're such a hope whore.
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killing. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Oh, the foreshadowing. So good. The fourth clown. I actually plan on playing V3 I plan on playing V3 after Ultra Despair Girls, which will be after this one. I've only seen like I haven't seen like the first like quarter of this game. I've seen like the second 75%.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
No, Nagito's great.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Wow, Nagito,
Everyone
good job.
calm
Way to
down.
freaking go from everyone being a little bit hopeful to despairing
We're all
everyone.
friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
You think you're Resident Evil, of course.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue! Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark.
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
The guy whose comment is above yours. There's your answer.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Haha, no, that's where you're wrong. Powerful.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power
That
cord.
too.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Ooh.
You!
Crap!
What?
Crap!
Hold on, I didn't even mean to do that. Who's it trying to tell me that it is? Hold on. What the hell? I can't open the thing.
You're the only one!
Oh, okay.
Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
He forced me to. It's like, you will like it, and you will like it that you were liking it. He's cleaning.
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Okay, I do see where the twist is coming.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another...
That's just his luck, man.
Is something like that even possible?
Oh, you have no idea. His luck is insanity. I love it. It's hilarious, especially at the end. It's awesome.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
That is true. That's exactly right. That's exactly, the frickin' persona is so good.
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Well then how did he... Okay, but this argument doesn't really stand up because how could he have known he would get the one that was... Yeah, but I know he'll explain it, but I'm just saying as an Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
How do you rig it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not.
How do you rig a drawing?
Regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Yeah, but if it was like a normal person, you can't really rig that. And it's not really a game that can be rigged.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either.
If you haven't watched Danganronpa 3, I highly recommend it. It's so damn good. Agreed.
We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
I don't think he did it. Jesus Christ!
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
What?
Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layered upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
Oh, he's insane! Has been activated. Mayday! Mayday! Oh no.
But I never expected Byakuya
Or
to
they
have
didn't.
night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys.
Come here.
I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Oh, she has a lot of things that's like, now's not the time to bring up. This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Yeah, and who else will use? Someone will definitely kill someone.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there, full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. If you stayed in there for a long time, I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons. The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
He didn't do it.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
Oh.
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent. Ultimate baby face. Ultimate unlucky student. Yeah, that'd be me.
I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
Hold on. And that's how you rig a straw drawing, motherfucker. Yeah. Being the ultimate lucky student. That's one of the reasons I like Danganronpa. Temporal dementia, which is
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Yeah. Like, he's actually the ultimate lucky student. Yes. Makoto's just lucky because he was just literally chosen. I'm left with the red mark. Haha, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Alright, later.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, it's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this cipher.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? Is
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange. If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
You're a fucking bitch. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for the follow. It's very much appreciated.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Listen to this dick.
But we know who the killer is.
Nah, I started to sweat.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
Oh, I love Gundam. Lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. I'm waiting for the difficulty set to gentle. White noise won't appear at all. I am unmean. In that case, all it means is that this explanation didn't mean anything at all, and no meaning whatsoever. Well, there's something we can show the gameplay that we gotta say. Exactly. Oh, please don't worry, it's not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That will be explained later. What? Isn't it just X? Well, then good luck and have fun. You can't tell me how to do it. A lot of accounts.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed. You know...
Okay, you gonna say anything useful?
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hit.
Oh, never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
What? pitch black. My future is pitch black. I almost want to think it's a Goku because Nagito says ow.
See, it's hard for me to watch this because I know the answer.
I think it's strange that...
The killer was so obviously Nagito! Crap!
Damn it!
I think the killer was so obvious... he has already
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife. No, that's wrong.
I didn't think you were gonna get it for a while.
I was no, because I had a feeling it was that one because it was the only one that wasn't in the count. I'm like, okay, that's suspicious.
That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a 5mm.
It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
Yeah, not a knife.
based on the entry proof on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. 5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are
What
you
is this
fucking
game?
up?
Is this what you're trying to say, Nikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Nikon's the one who said it.
Sorry!
Come on, Mikon, just have a little backbone. Just a little bit. Just a
Hey,
little.
Nagito,
By the way, just warning you,
Are you
there's
still
a
hiding
lot
something?
of fan service in the second case.
I'm not surprised.
Hiding?
like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off!
You piss me off!
What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision!
Ibuki, how is that relevant?
Ibuki's the best. I'll be back.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
All of ours!
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Thank you, Soda! Thank you!
Nobody can see in the dark. No matter how hard you think about it, the truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
Truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. Is this game just trying to prove that Nagito didn't do the murder? That's just what the rest of this game is making sure to prove to people that Nagito didn't kill people. Okay, Oh!
I can prove it with this.
Duh.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
For reals!
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You're a bitch.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like... Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife, and he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
To interpret it like that, no, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what
After
happened.
getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint. And I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying on the table.
Hold on. Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
Wow.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one.
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we all die. We will die. Suspended?
Well now.
The class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who figured out who it is, How about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their saved data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion! 10 billion? Of course! For those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Oh shit. Just kidding! You can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
So it doesn't matter.
You're so evil.
Villain! You truly are a villain! Well, you didn't even let me guess! How would you let me guess?
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
What the fuck is happening?
Leader Byakuya got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it, 'cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
Anime, so much anime. Danganronpa in a nutshell.
Is there still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Aww.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Crap!
Okay.
I see!
I was torn between the two, so I took a chance at that one.
Say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yep.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big, so even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then What does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
Huh? Roger. You look like you're onto something. Really? But it sounds like a riddle.
I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense moving forward. We should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will incur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a key word related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Why does it say improved? Various levels letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are two rules you must remember. 1. If two different letters clash, you'll take damage. Two of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make two of the same letters clash while you try not to let two different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the left stick and press the X button while it's on top of the letter, you can snatch the letter with like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, if you can only catch one letter at a time, so please be careful. Shit, I didn't realize where my mic was at first. Press the X button while you have a letter caught. You can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. Decide to release the letter. Catch and release, you can choose the position of letters. Yeah, I think we get it. Let me tell you. Letters, you will be able to play the game. Display the question with the square button. What's the triangle? By having the same kind of letter opens up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If the sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. Oh my god, how am I... It took so long to... Do you understand now? Jeez, like, it said the same thing over and over again. I know... Something was kind of... Oh! Did it again. Oh. I didn't realize what the hell I was doing. Shit. I don't know why I did that. I need a T. hold on a second. Jesus. Okay. Boom. 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 Stop. Boom. Oh, no. Boom! Did that before that exploded. Hell yeah. Holy shit.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Okay. Who does it want me to pick? Who's able to get under there? Who knows how to get under there? Yeah. I tried that. It's not Taro. They yelled at me saying no. Well, I also have barely any life. That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck knew? You wanting me to pick Nagito again? What? Who? What? Small person? I can't open the thing to let it prompt me. I can't go through and like look at accounts. Yeah.
Well.
We will never give up!
There's no real
Got
consequence.
it! The killer must have...
Yeah, how about you tell me? Oh!
You're the only one!
Because, oh, that's right.
Hey,
Because
Gundam,
he's the one who's like, hey, I need my fucking
Dining
earring.
hall, right?
Referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. and it'd be headed on by the time the class trial began. And that means Gundam was able to retrieve his hearing from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
Actually, there's only one more eyeglass wearer. The other one was killed.
But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, it is of no concern. True, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
They are adorable.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
A lighter? Why not grab a flashlight?
And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... it obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it. Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
see? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you're allowed to use the silencer. Oh, okay, yep, white noise. If you feel like doing a little bang bang in music to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang.
During the party, the killer,
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
We could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
The culprit is self-evident.
No, I'm pretty sure Chiaki came by.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor.
And they could have stared at me without going to the store.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking...
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong.
I'm glad it let me shoot it again, because I'm like, that's right.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Oh, hey, what are you doing here all alone in a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. Heh, how diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party. During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
That definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
That definitely sounds impossible.
I'm not sure.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that. I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
Portable stove.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
Wow, how meta, Nagito. Shut up.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Yeah, it's because he's meta as fuck.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
Yeah.
He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
Damn it!
I am so
Did you
confused.
forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
I don't even know if I'm
The hall was
doing
too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back down!
What?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back down! I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see it was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words!
Okay.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus,
The hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out. I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you? Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
Yeah. Finally! I remember in the first game, like, when it came to choosing, you had to pick the right one, or else you were fucked. So, like, why is there multiple selections for people now?
You're the only one!
Have it too.
Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
Correct!
What are you talking about? There's no way!
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset. Call me chef. If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering? Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Okay.
Ah, by using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved. That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now?
You dingus! Okay, we're back, and I'm gonna hope to fuck that that's not, because I'm still recording. But that better not have fucked everything, because you know files are easily fucking corrupted.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
That is insane.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you have to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope? Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Wow.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction. Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this Teru-Teru...
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Ain't I?
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
What the fuck is this accent? Yo.
Where are you from again?
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar! If Teru-Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru-Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
Okay, Mr. Louisiana.
His accent is getting even worse! He's definitely lying!
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Probably can't.
Oh, you again.
You again?
I can prove it with this.
Perfect.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back.
I cannot believe that this is the freaking deciding piece of evidence against Teru-Teru.
And you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
What? No! Don't make me remember! It's so embarrassing!
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru-Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru-Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
For real.
Even so... Nagito! Say something! I guess you might have to give up now.
Give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru-Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that? Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
The murder wasn't hadn't been cleared up yet, Chef?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore.
I can.
It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
No, have you called me the killer?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
No. Got blood on it, though.
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Oh, my stomach's upset. I don't even know what it is. Oh, iron skewer, duh. Oh, yep, I had a feeling it was in the... God damn it. You need to give me some fucking of the same letters!
We will never give up.
Come on, fucking dang. Okay, give me a fucking arm. Boom! Perfect! There is no gay here. Get to make a comic book after this!
That's it. The weapon must be the iron skewer.
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old...
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with her.
Finally, we are near the end. That's the bullet time back. Sorry, the panic clock action. Let's run into PTI. Is it just the same thing?
What the hell you saying, you double-cutter hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country yep?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
Bye. Kobayaki and I checked the kitchen pretty currently before the party was started, which means the weapon was already in somewhere we couldn't find it.
I'm not hiding a thing!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm hiding a thing! I'm not hiding anything! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable!
What am I doing wrong here?
I don't know! Nonsense! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
What am I doing wrong here?
Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense!
What am I doing wrong here?
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
Oh, hold it.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Nonsense! Where would the weapon be?
No.
Shut up!
Shut up!
That's impossible! Nonsense!
Paris Hilton.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Where would the weapon be?
Oh, I did it again! Damn it! What? I can't English. Oh, I get it.
Where would the weapon be?
hate my life.
We will never give.
Yeah, we're so determined it's him. I do one thing wrong. Oh, guess what? It's you. The meat bone on.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
I get it now.
Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Nonsense! Unforgivable! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Where would the weapon be? Unforgivable! I don't know.
I don't understand.
Nonsense!
What's it telling me?
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
On
Shut up! I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I'm not doing this as a joke. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know why it's only 4 words.
That's impossible! Where would the weapon be?
No.
Where would the weapon be? This is the end!
I thought I already tried that! I thought that was the first thing I tried and he said it was wrong.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone? What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked.
Seems there are no dangerous items. Wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones would have been.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, now hold on a second. Time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over.
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go? I'm right here! I'm already eating it! A bear that eats meat!
No shit!
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal. Oh, what is this? So yummy! Damn it! That's my meat! I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My! There's something inside the meat! Look what came out! Isn't that...
Is that an iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat, it brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
Shut up!
You finally gets to me now. On the bone meat.
Why? Because that's what most people do?
No, because fucking, I believe it was, I don't know, in somebody's playthrough, he kept saying, he kept, like, fucking up the order of the words, and one of them was on the bone meat,
Well,
instead of meat on the bone.
well, I could have sworn I tried meat on the bone and it said it was wrong. That's why I didn't try it again.
On the
You're
bone
wrong.
meat.
I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got
That's
it.
what you did.
You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an
Delicious
ultimate
meals
like
in
you.
Chicago.
Can you really call that
Chicago,
home?
that sounds like Louisiana as fuck.
Hey, Nagito,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Yeah, for real.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
See, I know this game was made in Japan where they, you know, they can't understand people like him, but I can understand him perfectly. Like, I don't know why they're needing a translate. I can understand him perfectly.
Because we're American.
Exactly.
On the boat mean by accident when I played because Brevin told me not to do it, so it was immediately on my mind. On the
You don't need
boat
to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just do Nagito later.
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and...
Alright, have fun making a comic.
You get to make the comic book after this!
So, we need to do it.
My throb is chesting! I don't get to ride down the freaking... I don't get to surf in this one? Well, I sit around for... I don't even know if he's gonna be here yet. Like, he never got back to me.
Promise tasting is an intentional meta. I believe so. I thought it was damn.
3 to 5 panels will make up one set. Inside that one set, will be your correct. But it's basically the same concept. Yeah.
No, so if you come from this trial.
Yes and no. First time playing it, not really first time seeing it. Parties. What? Yeah, no, we already know. I am... What? Oh. Okay. 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 Whoop. Oh, I know. Whoops. My bad. Whoops.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
There, finally.
Let's try going over the whole incident,
Hello.
beginning with right after the party started.
Yeah.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for this. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with a desk-lamps power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Hanamura?
His fucking face.
That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This
is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems this is the end.
Bang!
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Whoops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone. If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
All rise!
Correct!
Yahoo!
That's right! This time the Blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teru Hanamura!
No.
You... Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a ponce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? But... Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party. And then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall. And when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. I saw him place the irons he brought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Plus, he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he... You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught.
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course. Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think. But that's not it at all. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be a good use of it. I want to be a good use to them. I love all the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I hope everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
Oh, what are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See? Isn't it typical that you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become, right? I want to see that brightness. In order to see it, I'm going to become everybody's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Oh, tell me, you're actually serious.
Man.
So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I can be called the ultimate fanatic. The ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you! Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Hey.
But isn't that what love is? Nagito, what is the meaning of this? Explain it to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
Better not compare us to that!
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, trials such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it! You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. You're saying you basically committed... You saying you basically wanted to commit a murder for fun? No, that is not at all what he said. It's not the same as killing someone killing for fun. But I guess it looked the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too.
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the plan. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex? Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well.
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know.
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead? I don't know! Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the skewer there. Why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Byakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps...
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What?
What?
See?
What did you say?
Cause Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry. As As long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. It wasn't the floor. The holes, the gaps weren't that thick. And that someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagito, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet,
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. Such despair. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. Oh, not that good at calculating! Not that good at calculating! Really? Really, I want you to say that again, and I want you to, those who know, just remember how he ends up. That's all I'm gonna say. I just took some precautionary measures. The result of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But it was like, well, since it was my life that I didn't save, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teru Teru. Why? Why? Because Teru Teru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru Teru. What do you mean confirm? Just stop it already! Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those are my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru Teru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great.
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible.
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey.
Hey, is it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like that? Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Yeah, kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teru Teru.
What's the matter?
You didn't even forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Oh no.
No.
That was, how should I put it? An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's impossible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. And murder is still murder, and not muck duck. If you kill someone, that's murder!
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments extenuating circumstances, or maybe even probation.
Impossible!
I don't accept any of these claims!
That's...
It's not...
Hey!
Same you guys! I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
Be honest! After learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right? You're wrong! There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito, and willing to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already. At least in the end.
No.
Wah!
That is...
Why? If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive. Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Uh-oh. Something going on with the stream. But I'm still recording, so that's fine.
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hope's Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. It's almost getting into Italian. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru. But if we were told our memories were stolen and that several years have passed since our first day,
hey!
Then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? So you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If only I knew how he felt, something like this never would have happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found out he was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So, you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagito. Ah, I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
I see. Interesting. But, as far as motives the killer are concerned, wanting to see your mom is boring! Oh.
So, yahoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment!
You can't!
No, you can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There! Now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait,
Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
for Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
hey,
You call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I... Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura diner, to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Mama!
Wah, 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 wah. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? They turned him into a chicken nugget!
Extreme!
Yahoo! Extreme! Yeah, they turned him into a nugget. The adrenaline rush is... The adrenaline is rushing through me! Teru!
Damn it!
Are you fucking serious?
How cruel.
Why did you do something so cruel?
What?
Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it in front of you. Read it to you in front of the class.
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it. Wrong button. That's so cruel. He's just too cruel.
Nice.
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Toasty. Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? You mentioned the motive. Didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is, woohoo, figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Who? Why? Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know. Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah! I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of... But I never told you guys that I'd tell you right away!
What?
Not fair.
That's not fair.
Of course.
Of course! I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do.
Huh?
What the heck? That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his little finger after all.
Stupid.
Teru, you stupid.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best. You. Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't go saying creepy shit. I'll fucking kill you. Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone here.
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You, how messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big a deal. If you're students at Hope's Peak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talent,
Great!
then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
Fiend.
Declaring so... Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe this was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think he's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes for you, one after the other. Just kidding.
Piss me off.
Hey, can I punch you? I just won't be satisfied till I punch you! Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time. We keep dealing.
What?
Huh? Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stings. I felt you and I were quite similar. What does that...
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards Hope's Peak Academy, just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said it himself. We don't know anything about each other's true nature. So if it's true that our school memories were stolen, it's the same as not knowing our true selves too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do!
Wait!
Oh, hold on! Please stop this at once! Nothing will come from fighting like this. There's something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen.
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. Yeah, there's a beach right above us where we can all relax and argue. There's something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is... do our best.
You fiend.
Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
If only I was a better motivational speaker. No! That really touched my heart! I bet it did, Soda, you little bitch. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is to do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Nope. Yes, that is right.
Like...
But what do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best. Jeez, I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing your best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright! I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best for now! And punch Nagito in the face!
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend! I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We kept using that phrase over and over again, even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it, and we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no reason. After not doing much of anything, I dully looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands and like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right, I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, while I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
Is someone watching me? I mean, technically. All right.
Danganronpa.
And that screen is also to be used. I don't know how I'm gonna use it, but that is also to be used for the end of this episode. After we see what presents we got. Wooden stick. Yes, we're gonna save.
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything.
Well, that doesn't matter because we are done now. That is the end of this stream. We will continue on to chapter 2 at a later time. Make sure we stay weird, my fellow weirdos.